Yes, dear students. So I hope you all are ready for this new topic, analytical paragraph. So what is this analytical paragraph? It is a creative writing part from your syllabus, right? And in your question paper, you basically get 2 questions there. And those are in options. So you have to attempt 1 out of 2 questions. And the word limit is 100 to 120 words. And this has been reduced to 120 words this year only. Earlier it was more than that, right? And it is of 5 marks this year for in your question paper. And it is based on given outline, data, chart, cues. And this part is important. Outline, data, chart, cues. Now, what are these? Right? We will come to know, we will discuss first these, and then we will move on to writing an analytical paragraph. Now, see this picture in front of you. What kind of presentation is this? Whether it is an outline, data, chart, or cues? Who will tell me? What is this? Yes, Moksh?
Ma'am, data.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes, of course, you are absolutely correct, beta. It's data. So you find, when you find the presentation in a tabular form and you see various numbers are presented there, so that is a data presented in front of you, right? Next one. What kind of presentation is this? What kind of information is this? Yes, Navkira?
Chart.
Navkirat, yes, you can unmute and tell.
Chart.
No? Okay. Khushi? Khushi, you're not audible, beta. Vani, बता दीजिए आप. Vani?
Ma'am, chart.
Yes. Srishti has also written chart. Screen is not visible. बेटा चल आपका नेटवर्क स्लो होगा इसलिए विजिबल नहीं होगा शायद, because others are able to see it. Yes, so this is a chart. Now see, you can have it in the form of graphs, pie chart, flow, you can have illustration, you can have mind maps as well, है ना? आप देखें यहाँ पर क्या क्या चीजें गिवन है. ये एक पाई चार्ट है, राइट? दीज आर ग्राफ्स. आप ऐसा करते हो ना ग्राफ्स में, सो फ्लो चार्ट भी आपको दिखते हैं. सो यू सी दोज थिंग्स आर देयर इन चार्ट्स. दिस इज एन आउटलाइन. ये एक आउटलाइन का एग्जाम्पल है. आप देखिए इसमें फ्लो चार्ट प्रेजेंटेशन की गई है और एक आउटलाइन सा क्रिएट किया गया है. इट इज कॉल्ड अ माइंड मैप. हम माइंड मैप्स बनाते हैं ना सब्जेक्ट में क्विक रिव्यू के लिए. सो दिस इज एन आउटलाइन गिवन. Now, can you tell me what kind of information is this? Which category of information is this? Can you tell me about this? No one?
Ma'am, please repeat the question.
What kind of presentation is this? The options that you get, chart hai, flow chart hai, cues hai, data hai. What is this?
Data.
Data? No, it is not a data beta. ये जो है आपकी जो कैटेगरी आती है बेटा, ये cues की कैटेगरी में आती है. Now see here, an information is conveyed to you. Read the following excerpt from a college magazine. One information is conveyed. People aged 18 to 29 have 40% chance of having a tattoo. When employers don't hire someone because of their body art, they get criticized for practicing a form of discrimination. Why criticize? They have a right to decide who to hire. And then the question follows. Write a response in which you discuss the extent to which you agree or disagree with the statement. Explain your reasoning for the position you take by considering ways in which the statement might or might not hold. Now see, when you get the question of this kind, whether it is through a data, whether it is through a graph, whether it is chart, whether it is through flow chart, mind map, you actually start analyzing the fact. You agree or disagree to a point. If you get cues in that, you have to agree or disagree to a point. Then you explain the reasoning, why you agree or disagree. Whether you consider the statement right or wrong, whether the statement is true. You start thinking upon all those things. You start analyzing the information given. And when you start analyzing, you start making conclusion as well. And this is what is required by you to do in the answer sheets when you get the question of analytical paragraph, where you analyze an information given, whether it is in the form of an outline, a chart, or data, or cues, and then you write it in a paragraph. Cue क्या होता है? It is again a process of analysis. Data में भी analysis करते हो, charts में भी आप analysis करते हो, cues में भी आप analysis करते हो. So analytical paragraph, it can be descriptive, narrative. So you talk about, you explain what is mentioned through that analytical paragraph. Now, when you are writing an analytical paragraph, two things are to be taken care, that you are not to write any title to it. And since it is an analytical paragraph, that means your answer, it should be in a paragraph. Right? It is not a long composition where you have to write long sentences, give your views. No. You don't have to give any personal opinion there. You just have to explain what is given there and give the conclusion. Only in case of cues, you are allowed to give your input. But other than that, when you get data, mind map, charts and flow charts, there you have to just analyze the information given and explain it. You have to compare it, give your arguments there. So that way you need to describe it. So how you are going to do that? One by one, you are going to learn how to write analytical paragraph. But the basic thing that you need to keep that in mind is that you will not write any title for an analytical paragraph, and it should be in one paragraph. In many books, you will find that it is asked that you should divide it into the paragraphs. No, better. It is an analytical paragraph and it has to be covered under one paragraph within the word limit 120 words. I hope this point is clear to you. Now, there is one more fact that you must understand. When you get a graph, it can be of two types. A comparison type, a progression type, or both. Now see this example. This is the graph of a comparison type where the scores of the students are compared. Amit, Riya, Anu, Jacob, Asma. Right? So here a comparison is made. See the yellow and green part, it is explained. The key is prepared without preparation, with preparation. And the score of these students are compared. So it's a comparison type graph. So that means when you are writing this type of paragraph, the language should be that of a comparative one. आपको compare करते हुए analysis करना है. Then you can get a paragraph which shows progression. यहाँ पर देखिए months mentioned है, income in lakhs. कि किस तरह से इनकम बढ़ती चली गई या घटती चली गई. So language will be of that sort. Increase, decrease, gradual increase. So that way language is to be taken care of while writing the analytical paragraph. तो उसके लिए आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा that what is the trend given in the graph or pie chart or data or Q. You can also get a graph which include both comparison and progression, like this one. It shows both comparison and progression. Increase or decrease and comparative analysis is both there. So you also must know कि जो चार्ट आपको मिला है या जो क्वेश्चन आपको मिला है उसमें क्या शो हो रहा है, कंपैरिजन है, उसमें प्रोग्रेशन है या बोथ है, कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ बोथ है. एंड अकॉर्डिंगली यू विल यूज द लैंग्वेजेस. अभी थोड़ा सा आपको डर लग रहा होगा, कंफ्यूजन हो रही होगी, डोंट वरी. I will help you step by step how you are going to write analytical paragraph. So the vocabulary, the language also, it has to be taken care of. So today what we are going to discuss is about how to interpret data in charts and how to write an analytical paragraph. Now take this example. Now here the data given hai. Question है, analyze the year-wise percentage of attendance in secondary schools of India in a paragraph of 100 to 120 words. Now, the basic problem faced by the students is that how to give a start to the paragraph. But before going into it, let me just know from you, what do you understand from the given information? Like how many years do you see here? How many years have been mentioned here? You can unmute and tell. At least answer.
4 years.
4 years.
4
Okay.
years.
Yes. Is there any interval given between the years? What is that?
5 years.
5 years.
Yes. We see 2000, 2005, 2010, 2015. Right? 5 years interval is there. Gap hai. Now, when you look at the schools, do all the schools show same pattern? क्या वाकई में आपको लगता है?
No.
No, ma'am.
How can you say it's no? What is the trend that you observe?
The year-wise percentage of attendance.
Year-wise percentage hai, although the rate of percentage is different, but we see a gradual increase in each and every school. Somewhere in one school here we see a drop also, but overall if we see, what do we see here? That yes, of course they don't show the same pattern, but still there is a gradual increase. The pattern in other three schools is quite similar, that there is an increase, 62, 68, 70, 78. यहाँ देखिए 24, 28, 32, 44 मीन्स एक इंक्रीज है, इंक्रीज्ड ट्रेंड दिखा दे रहा है ना. ड्रॉप भी है, आप देखिए जो जनरल इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूल है इसमें 1 साल ड्रॉप भी दिखाया गया, बट देन नेक्स्ट 2 years there was an increase. So what trend do you observe here? An increasing trend is there in the attendance. Now see, when I am asking these questions to you, you have started analyzing the data. And आपको पता भी नहीं चला, आपने 50% of the answer आपके mind में prepare है. You have understood what is going on here in the given data. Right? So it is very important that you understand what is the trend given. है ना, कोई कंपैरिजन है, इंक्रीज डिक्रीज शो हुआ है, क्या गिवन है. एंड इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट दैट इन योर आंसर यू टॉक अबाउट 3 or 4 ट्रेंड्स. यू मस्ट ऐड इन योर आंसर, मिनिमम 3 जरूरी है. राइट? एंड उसके लिए आपको कंपेयर करना है, एनालिसिस करना है, प्रोग्रेशन है या नहीं वो देखना है. एवरीथिंग इज टू बी टेकन केयर ऑफ. राइट? And again, I'm repeating it, cover every information in just one paragraph and no title required. Is it clear? Chaliye, let me take you to the next slide. So how you are going to start your answer? कैसे लिखे, थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन हो जाती है कि एक डेटा एनालिसिस को हम स्टार्ट कैसे करें. तो सिंपल आंसर है, पैराफ्रेज द क्वेश्चन, टेक द की सेंटेंस फ्रॉम द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ, दैट विल बिगिन योर ओपनिंग सेंटेंस, राइट? सो हाउ डू वी पैराफ्रेज? चलिए, पैराफ्रेज दैट मींस आपकी ओपनिंग सेंटेंस आपने कैसे बनाने हैं वो समझते हैं. The same example I have taken. So what is it? It is a table given. What does it show? Shows the year-wise percentage of attendance. हर साल जो percentage है किस चीज की? Attendance की. देखिए ऊपर question में भी है. If you remember, in the main question it was given. It talks about what? 4 different types of school in India. क्या टाइम स्पैन है? 2000 से 2015 with the gap of 5 years, right? ये छोटी सी एनालिसिस आपकी ओपनिंग लाइंस आपको दे देती है. और आपका जो आंसर है, it shows the year wise percentage of attendance in 4 different types of school in India. The percentage of attendance is recorded from the year 2000 to 2015 with a gap of 5 years. And this is the opening statement of your answer. So the table shows the year-wise attendance, percentage of attendance, and so on. Let me take you to the previous slide again. Yes. In the question itself, it is given the year-wise percentage of attendance in secondary schools of India. Batana. So how simple it is to start your answer from the question itself. Ask yourself simple questions. What is the table about? What is it? It's a table. है ना? इसमें एक टेबल दिया हुआ है. इसमें क्या प्रेजेंट हो रहा है? डेटा है ऑफ ईयर वाइज परसेंटेज ऑफ अटेंडेंस. डिफरेंट स्कूल्स, 4 डिफरेंट स्कूल्स हैं 2000 से 2015 तक, और इनमें गैप कौन सा है? 5 साल का है. And this is your opening statement of the answer. See how simple it is, right? Now let's take another example. ये chart है. Study the chart showing the participation of young people in 2019 annual sports event from the schools of Eastern region by gender. Write a paragraph in 120 words based on your analysis of the data. देखिए, अगर दोबारा से आप वही सवाल पूछो, what is it? It is a chart. What does it show? Participation of young people in 2019, है ना? What about annual sports event in 2019? How? By gender. Eastern region उतना important नहीं है. किस basis पर ये चुना गया है? By gender. That is boys and girls and different kinds of sports. और कौन सा साल है? 2019. So how you are going to start? The chart shows participation of young people from the schools of Eastern region in 2019 annual sports event by gender. And your opening line is done. You have actually started writing an analytical paragraph. I hope यहाँ तक clear है आप सबको. Is there any doubt? Okay. Yes, Navkirat, you can switch to another device. You can join from other device. If any problem, better do ask now. So opening part is clear. You just have to analyze first what is the information given all about, and ask yourself question, what is it? Right? What does it show? What about? Information किसके बारे में है? You can frame your own questions to write your answer. And with practice, आप देखोगे बहुत आसानी से आप लिखने लगे हो. आपको ये सवाल पूछने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. So you need to give a lot of practice to write analytical paragraph. It's very, very, very simple. You just have to analyze the given statement and explain as per whether it's a comparison, whether it's a progression, whether it's an argumentative type. You have to answer that way. So this is the answer of the previous question. That is, the chart indicates the participation of young people from the schools of Eastern region in the 2019 annual sports event. The participation of youngsters is recorded by gender. So this way you will paraphrase your answer. Now, these are some of the key words. You can take the screenshot of this. You can also write it in your notebook somewhere. Take the screenshot, it will help you. Like starting with the given chart, the bar, the given graph, the given chart shows, yeah, the presented graph, the presented chart shows how the, or information on the, it shows, it presents the comparison of. So these are the beginning lines you can start your answer with. Yes, Khushi beta, what is your query? पूछिए.
मैम वर्ड लिमिट कितनी होती है इसकी?
बेटा बिगिनिंग में मैंने बताया था 100 to 120 words. So you have to be very brief in writing, do the correct analysis, excessive elaboration नहीं करना है, stick to the point of the given data. कोई अपनी personal input नहीं देनी है. You just have to explain what is there in the given data, right? This has to be taken care of. So when you are given a data, you just have to explain it. If it's a data which shows comparison, then you have to do a comparison. There you have to do comparative analysis. If it shows both comparison and progression, then you have to include both, right? And you can always use these keywords to present. ये जो word enumerate होता है बेटा, इसको ध्यान रखोगे, ये सिर्फ data के साथ use होता है, ठीक है? Enumerate को data के साथ use करना है, क्योंकि वो data को present करता है, the numbers show करता है. Rest you can use with any way. So ये screenshot लेकर आप एक table form में लिख सकते हो to start your opening statement. अब आती है बारी कि opening lines तो हो गई. अब how to elaborate it, how to do the correct analysis to write more about the question given. So first thing that you have to do is describe the most general trend. General trend means क्या-क्या striking characteristics are given in the chart. जैसे हमने डिस्कस किया, जेंडर बेसिस पे कंपेयर किया, प्रोग्रेशन है, इंक्रीज है, डिक्रीज है, राइज एंड फॉल है, राइट? सो दैट वे यू हैव टू एनालाइज दैट व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ ट्रेंड्स गिवन इन द डेटा और चार्ट. एंड यू कैन यूज रेंज ऑफ एक्सप्रेशंस देयर. A slight increase, increase slightly. So you can use noun, adjectives, adverbs. Use various range of expression, right? You can use different ways. एक ही बात को अगर लिखना है तो बार बार रिपीट मत करो. Increased है तो आप एक जगह increased लगा दिया तो नेक्स्ट जगह लगाइए went up, rose, escalated. But don't repeat the same word everywhere in the passage. So avoid repetition there. So this is again some example, some words, keywords given. So this resource you can use. So increasing trend use करने के लिए you can use the noun phrase like an upward trend, a rise, an increase, a growth, a jump off. Decrease show करना है, a downward trend, a fall, a decrease, a decline. If there is a steady information, steady growth, steady rise given, a steadiness, a plateau, no change, a flat rise. That way. अगर बहुत gradual increase or decrease है, an upward trend, a downward trend, right? So this way you can use these words to expand your analysis. अब हम सीखेंगे कि कुछ words जो आप use कर सकते हैं, जैसे fractions. Now ये कोई बेटा mathematics तो नहीं है ना कि हम बस वही लिख दे 4%, 24%. No. When you are doing it for your language purpose, जब आप अपने आंसर शीट पे इसको एनालिसिस कर रहे हो, then you can use these expression that the data presents a tiny fraction of 4%, almost a quarter of 24%. So along with the given number, you can use these phrases when you are talking about the fractions. 25, it can be exactly a quarter. 26, roughly 1/4. 49%, around a half, just under a half. 50%, exactly a half. So learn to use these phrases in your analytical paragraph if you want to get good score there, right? Then, like, you can use these words along with those fractions: approximately, nearly, roughly, almost, about, around, more or less, 10% increase, 50%, that way, right? And then for proportions, you can write a tiny, please excuse the spelling here, portion likha hua, it's proportion. A tiny proportion of 2%, an insignificant proportion, hardly any significant hai ye dekhiye, bahut chota percentage hai, so that way it's insignificant proportion of 4%, right? A significant majority, a significant proportion, agar bahut huge number hai, a very large proportion. So these phrases are important to use in your answer. So how do we use all these resources to write about the trends we observe? Let's understand. Now see, this is the chart again I have taken, same example I have taken, right? So you can move forward. When you have write the introductory line, you can say, there is a steady increase overall in the percentage of attendance in all 4 type of schools. A steady increase दिखता है, हर साल थोड़ा थोड़ा बढ़ रहा है, right? Then attendance in convent run schools was much higher compared to other 3 types of schools, with 80% and above in all the years. See, I have underlined those words there where I have used certain phrases to show the trends. A steady growth in attendance of convent schools from 2000 to 2015. Attendance numbers in government school of villages almost doubled to 44 in 2015. तो अगर आप government school देखो, 24 से 2015 में double हो चुकी है, from low number of 24 in 2000. Then marginal increase of 7% in general English medium school. So you have to talk about minimum 3 to 4 trends given in the data. तो हमने किस किस के ट्रेंड देखे? गवर्नमेंट स्कूल इन विलेजेस, सिटी, जनरल इंग्लिश मीडियम, कॉन्वेंट. एंड इसमें ट्रेंड कौन कौन से हैं? कहीं पर स्टडी इंक्रीज है, कहीं पर बहुत ज्यादा उछाल है, कहीं पर कंपैरिजन करते हुए हम आंसर को लिख सकते हैं. हमें हर तरह से अपने एनालिटिकल पैराग्राफ को एक्सप्लेन करना है. आई होप आपको समझ आ रहा है. जो डेटा गिवन है उसमें कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन आपने छोड़नी नहीं है. You will explain everything there, and yes, of course, sticking to the word limit. So if you see that आप जब 4 ट्रेंड के बारे में लिख रहे हो तो word limit exceed हो रहा है, then go for only 3. जैसे एक स्टडी ओवरऑल बता दिया, दूसरा कंपेयर कर दिया, तीसरे के एनालिसिस शो कर दिया. You can also reduce the lines, but include all the information. So you need to learn the art of writing with minimum word showing maximum things. So a lot of practice is required in that. And this is the second example of the gender-based analysis of thoughts of 2019. That football easily the most popular with boys and the least popular with girls, number at 65-20 respectively. So boys में football सबसे ज़्यादा popular है ना? So इस तरह से हमने देखा एक trend को. Then we use other thing, what else is mentioned there, comparative analysis, right? So this way you need to analyze this way the data, the chart, whatever information is conveyed through those data and charts. And this way you write the main analysis of the paragraph. Now how to conclude this, we will talk about it in the next class because the session is going to get over now. यहाँ तक आपको समझ आ गया होगा बेटा. I have taken examples to help you understand that how to analyze a given information, right? And then put it into words. So I'll also be sharing some phrases which you can use to compare, show the progression, talk about the trends, and you can use those phrases to link all these given thoughts in your paragraph. So this is all from my side today. Thank you.